Hello everyone, and welcome back to AM66. I'm Happy Bader, and we just came off of a 3v3 GAC, and I wanted to jump into our Geo TB. Kind of just walk you through what I do during a phase. How are we doing so far? So in the previous phase, phase 3, we kept this zone just shy of 1 star. Just so that this phase we can get that much further head start. So basically just sandbagging points until we start this phase, and then we just go all in, trying to get as many stars as we can. That tends to be better than getting 1 star here and then getting 1 star on this zone that only has 1 battle. What is this? This has 1.6 million. I don't know. It's just easier, you know. It's 92 million. Yeah. I think it's easier to get 2 stars on that. Plus, it'd be a harder fleet to go up against in that phase. The big one I want to go after is showing my Geo run with the Watt mission, and I'm going to also add in video that was sent by a guild member on the Dooku Asajj mission, and kind of commentate the process around that. My Dooku need to get geared up. That is my next project, I promise. I have just Dark Trooper to gear up, and then the troopers will all be gear 12. Then I can shift over to Dooku and have an actual strong Dooku in my roster. We'll be looking at 12 plus stars, maybe 13. That's huge. I think our previous record was 9 or 10. So our territory battle officer, Lord of Hunger, aka Teckles, has been working with our other officer Jedi, and amazing jobs with territory battle. 120 million, getting 12 stars. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all of you, all of the guilds, for getting us this far. So enough with the intros. Let's jump in with what we really want to see, which is, can we clear this with Gear 12 Geode? I have been able to clear the last 3 times with Gear 12. This is my Brood Alpha. No, whatever. Well, let's jump in and I'll show you the gear and stuff after. Everyone's Gear 12. Half decent mods on them. This used to be my squad arena team way back when I first started this account, but I still have a lot of the big mods on there. And this is very RNG dependent, so my run through is not going to can look very different from yours, depending on who they throw in there. You know what? Let's do that. So that sharpshooter, I want to be able to get an ability block on Sharpshooter. That didn't happen, so let's try and take out Medic. We take the health down a little bit. Go back to the Sharpshooter, we got an ability block. Perfect. Clone Commander, I believe they have some kind of a... I think they do... They can call all allies to assist. Yeah, that would have been pretty bad. Let's dispel the offense up and crit damage on the Sergeant. This one doesn't have turn meter built up, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll just keep focusing attack on the Medic. This is how I play. When I go through with my Geos, it's not just focus all on one. It's spreading everything around, trying to control the battlefield as much as possible. Because the Geos under GBA lead have any strength whatsoever, it's their survivability. So you can outlast your opponent. The longer the battle goes, the easier it is to outlast. And you just eventually pick them off, one by one. Get that ability block. Start working on the ability block again, based on who's going to be taking turns or who's the most threatening. So you'll notice I haven't used my heals quite yet this round. First round should be terrible, but if things do start going wrong, you have a heal ready to go. I feel like this could be a problem. Take out Clone Sergeant. Those AoEs aren't a joke. So my order of priority is going to be for shutting things down, Sharpshooter, Pawns, Medic. And then, of course, you have a lot of other special ones, like Art Trooper with Entrenched. There's a lot of big no-nos in these fights. So as they come up, I'll kind of go over what threat I highlight and identify, and go for those first. So in this last battle, that was going to be Sharpshooter, but they can just one-shot things at times. Then Medic, because they can revive everything. So we have Sharpshooter and we have Medic. We also have Shock T here. It's going to be a little bit of a complication, giving all of the clones retribution every time I attack them. There's that. Let's hop over to Medic. Yeah, Shock T. Now, Medic is under, the Sharpshooter is under Stealth. Let's dispel the taunt. I feel like that was kind of a waste of a big attack there, but we have to get over there as soon as possible. Push back. Nope, there's no pushback. Well, we got an ability block at least. Cleanse. I'm gonna hold on to Cleanse. Retribution. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty painful. Can we take him out before Shock T heals? Yes. This would be a good time to heal, I think. Especially... So you have Clone Trooper, or the Sharpshooter, about to do a big attack. We haven't gotten them out of stealth yet. Now that they're out of stealth, we can focus down on Sharpshooter. That worked out well. My thought was, if the Sharpshooter was able to take a turn, they were going to possibly snipe our Brute out of existence. Got some defense downs. Let's cleanse that. Plus, calling in assists does not trigger the retribution. So calling in any other Geo. Like in this one, I'm going to lead off with an attack, she'll counterattack. It's not ideal, but Spy being under stealth prevents the counterattack. Well, alright. So let's heal up. It's going to take us a couple of turns to get through these characters. And that'll just buy us time to let our abilities recharge. Again, basics. And basics. Try to see if we can get an ability block on this character. No, let's just take out Vanguard. So far, so good. Makes me a little anxious about what's to come now. I don't know what it is. It could just be my paranoia, but if the first couple of rounds went fairly well, then the last few could be too tricky. This one, Mace Windu has this one-shot ability where he places Shadow Point on a character. It's typically going to be whoever's taunting. And then if you can get a basic on that character the next turn, that character is gonzo. So once again, we have a Sharpshooter and a Medic. I'm going to focus down on the Sharpshooter. And that charge is going to be a problem. Keep Poggle's Cleanse. Poggle or Brood Alpha's Cleanse. I prefer Poggle's because it's not wasting a potential summon. Alright, so this is getting a little messy. We don't have any ability blocks anywhere. We got a Shadow Point. And we don't have a Cleanse off of Brood. Go back to Sharpshooter. Get that ability block. Perfect. And Medic. We want that ability block. Nice. Let's go ahead and take out Medic. Could have used that on Sharpshooter, but my concern was that it would cleanse the ability block. And that's not what we want to do. Save this. And put an ability block on you. That's alright. Alright, we're going to take some hits here. That's fine. I like to call in Spy to assist, give some little extra buffs. GBA, you need to take a turn, bud. There we go. Let's go ahead and take care of that clone sergeant. Alright. Things are getting back into the routine of things again. Last time I did this, there was an ARC Trooper on here, and that was trouble. Because ARC Trooper can spread entrenched. So this is where we want to pay attention to the timing of Poggle's cleanse ability. Doesn't matter who you choose, it'll cleanse the whole group. But it cleanses that shadow point off of our tank. Not the end of the world to lose a tank, but again, I'd like to have a heal / tank summon ready for the next and final phase. So we're going to do a lot of our just basics, letting our abilities recharge, which can be dangerous considering we are about to lose our tank again. So I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work. If not, no. Maybe we're going to take a turn before we do. Yep. Oh boy. Let's do this. Since Mace Windu will take his turn, put Shadow Point. I do also like Sunfac has that ability on the far right with a chance to inflict staggered, and that's a great way of just resetting Mace Windu's turn meter. So this is a risky move on my part because Mace Windu could actually hit Sunfac again. Take him out. Alright. So that is not good. And I think doesn't that also remove our cleanse? Our debuff remover? This could be it. This could be the one where we don't get through with a Watch Shard. Save that. Gonna take out Mace Windu. That's a nice attack there. There we go. I already see a couple things I don't like. So we have our clone ARC Trooper with entrenched on 2 allies. Clone Commander. So this isn't the end of the world. But it could be a problem if we don't control it. I've also seen pawns in this lineup. That's no good. I don't like pawns. We do get an ability block. Yeah, I think this might be it for us. Stagger. Let's get the taunt off. We're nowhere near getting our brute. So let's keep going, try to apply that ability block. Another ability block. So nasty. So I really wish I don't have that in there. If the ally... oh. Let's try this. We need to heal up anyways. Yeah, doesn't bring in that. Call in Poggle for ability block. Okay, good. Please keep counterattacking against that. So this Clone Sergeant has a lot of DPS. I don't think we'll be able to take out the clone sergeant before one of the healers. Oh, here we go. Alright. So let's go back to... that's not a Geo. Let's cleanse off the debuff. I know we missed out on the ability block there. Ability block we applied. That's where the RNG comes in. How often they go after our B2 droid. Go ahead and take advantage of some of these exposures. We don't have a healer ready to go quite yet. So this would be our opportunity to try to go all in on Arc Trooper. And Mila could heal. Let's see if we can get an ability block on Luminar. Alright, Arc Trooper is gone. Take out this Jedi before we can get a heal. So far, it's looking good. I think this is our last real damage dealer left. Staggered. Perfect. And big hit. Got that ability block reapplied. There's a stagger. Take advantage of that. Reset turn meter. And get an ability block. Perfect. I do believe Ayla heals on a basic. Again, not as familiar with these kits as I'd like to be. This seems to be enough to get me through. Let's heal. I think we got this. Taking in the win to the end. It really sucked losing Sunfac, just even for the extra damage, even though there's not a whole lot. But that's 4 Watt shards in a row we were able to get. Geos. So here's the quick summary overview. So for GBA, I went with speed and tenacity. That was mostly just for... You really don't want GBA to get stunned. This is a pretty slow GBA too. 225. Need to get some better mods on him. Sunfac. I mean, every ability is maxed out, including the second Zeta, Geonosian Swarm. This is pretty useful, very useful for TB. That 10% extra damage. Jeez, night and day difference. For Sunfac, went with mostly health, with a little bit of defense. Not particularly fast. These are not well modded Geos. Now, this was a long time ago on my account. I haven't gone back to remod them. The soldier is just all crit chance. I might actually change this to health. I know there's something in Soldier's kit where he gains 25% turn meter when scoring a crit hit. So that's kind of important. And then Spy is all about the damage. It's a crit chance and crit damage. 200 speed. And then finally, Poggle. Poggle is just a speedy boy. With a little bit of health. For Geo TB, it wouldn't hurt to have like all health mods, but this is just... I like to play where I don't have to like constantly rip mods everywhere except for very specific events. So if I can just keep my Geos as versatile as possible, then that's fine. No big stress factor on my part, and that's I want to enjoy this game. I don't want to be modding all the time. But that's where Poggle's at. Poggle is relatively fast, 231. I think I originally had him set up to go faster than most of the Geos, just to get that cleanse ability. If all goes wrong, he can get the cleanse off. The Brute's dead, then Brute Alpha should go next. Summon. That's just general like GAC lineup. I like to think something's working, right? There was a lot of commentary on the process, and I hope you find that useful. There you have it. One more Watt shard. Still a little ways to go, but that's pretty important for just guild events in general. Being able to get the Watt character. bottom combat missions first. Attempt impossible, separatist droids. Oh, okay. We don't fill platoons. This is, I mean, that makes sense, because a lot of these platoons benefits the next zone, which does nothing for us. This one does benefit us, but we were able to get this filled. Nice. Alright. So then... Alright. Great. Attempt with strongest squad. Now this is funny. This is funny to me because because the most consistent squad that I have for Geo TB is my trooper squad. And looks like 6 stars is enough. Yes. So another reason doing the earlier phases a second time is nice, because you can still use some 6-star characters. So characters with the least amount of defense. Sentinel will go under stealth when you hit her. The Guardian has a pretty high defense naturally. The Vanguard can be a little bit of a struggle. Important thing to note, when using the troopers, never use the droid summon ability. Because you will lose your train of damage. These stacks here. They reset if a non-trooper takes a turn or if an enemy takes a turn. So let's get an armor shred on here just to make it easier to take down. Yeah, I know those counterattacks are not nice. Let's throw this onto Dark Trooper and go all in. Gonna get a counterattack on Dark Trooper. That is fine. Another counterattack. Okay. Replenish some of that protection. Should we get a... Yeah, that's what I like to see. No more counterattacks. It's getting dangerous with Dark Troopers. It's always a little dicey in the beginning with Troopers, but again, once you get them going, they can't be stopped. The only difference is who's in the 4th phase. Sometimes you get lucky and it's nothing too bad. Other times it's just a full squad of like General Kenobi with JKA, Padme, and all the other nightmares. Always take out the medic first. Clone Trooper. I think Clone Trooper is a pretty beefy character, but we'll go ahead and focus down on them. Not much danger of losing the turn meter train, so we'll just keep using basics. Save our abilities for the final phase. And I've done this with Gear 9 troopers too. Gear 12 is just nice because they can take a few extra hits. Maybe 1 extra hit. But it's more just the damage increases they get for being there. Luminar, Clone Trooper. I think Consular, probably the squishiest one here. Always go for the squishiest. Okay, we got our turn meter reset ability ready to go. Very good. I'm gonna go focus down on Vanguard. I know that uses an ability, but it's those counterattacks by the Vanguard that can be pretty deadly. So we may not have that ability before phase. Unfortunate, but that is what it is. Gideon. 77 stacks. We're like 360% offense. And potency, I believe. Potency is not as important for TB because their potency is off the charts. Yeah, it's mostly the offense, so 6%. Okay, so yeah, we're looking pretty good here. Almost 500%. So we have a Kiadi Mundi, but again, counterattacks are a problem. He always critically hits out of turn. We've got 2 ARC troopers. I'm going to focus down on the ARC troopers. You know what? I'll actually save some of these abilities because I do want to go all in on Kiadimundi. That might just be at the end now. There we go. There's more turn meter. Let's go back to Consular. So Gideon's nice because he's got a reset button essentially. So if these start getting a little too unruly, then he can just reset their turn meter, really. And that is invaluable. Saves my bacon a lot. Man, that's right, the counterattacks. I think in this case we will go ahead and... Perfect. Now we're focusing down on Kiadimundi. This was not as bad as it could be. I think when we go into some other battles, we'll see it can be pretty bad in the final phase. That's one victory. Moving on to the next one. Kind of want to do my Grievous squad here. We are getting down to the last bit in our roster that we can use. So I'll show you one of my other favorite combos with the roster I have, which isn't a lot. Not a lot to work with here. But Palp Vader for the damage. Tarkin, it's really just a tier 12 for... He gets some extra survivability with potency up. He has more survivability with Kit somewhere. And then of course the zombie gives Assad Ventress a couple extra revives. And this becomes very crucial in the later phases because every time zombie takes a lot of hits and dies off, Assad keeps ramping up with the rampage data. I think without the data she does. Yeah, she still ramps up, but not a lot of chance to gain turn meter. Still doesn't get a lot. But she gained 5% max health. Oh no, she is guaranteed turn meter gain whenever someone dies. Okay, so that's what the Zeta gives. It's been a while. This is a great Zeta, and with the data on her, I like this team. Tends to do really well. If nothing else, I can definitely get to through three phases. Or rounds? 3 rounds? You get through 3 rounds. And then depending on who's at the very end, they can take the win home. Counterattack. See what I want to do. Sentinels under stealth. Let's go ahead and get another Force Crush. And another basic. Falling Blade can't do much yet. We're getting a lot of counterattacks. That's fine. They'll take zombie down. That'll give Assad turn meter. I don't think anyone can really do much. Options. Focus down on Guardian. Can we stun? So close. You can tell I'm trying to save my abilities for later. Let's cleanse off the stealth. Focus down on Sentinel. You'll want to pay attention to damage over time stacks. They can usually finish off characters like that. Just be sure you don't waste too many of your attacks against characters that can otherwise just die off on their own. That worked out well. Getting more debuffs on the field. Start another round. Go ahead and get that counterattack off. I know I could do the Force Crush, but I like to save the Force Crush for the very end. We're not going to be able to kill. There's no ability block on this one, so we'll see if we can kill off that character. Very nice. Sometimes I will, during Merciless Massacre, like instead of attacking those that can counterattack, I'll use the Summon the Droid ability. Nobody's really gonna do anything, so keep at it. I will try to get defense down. Nope. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. Come in. Attack. Attack. The consular will die off with either my... Yeah, we'll get a free turn. Start working on Vanguard. Take out Zombie and give Asajj a little more turn meter. Look how much damage they take with the damage over times. Round 3. Okay, we got Shakti in this mix. Clone arc is going to be the bigger problem right now with the whole entrenched ability. Let's go ahead and get the retributions off, please. Oh, well, I shouldn't have done that. I guess so used to being able to call an assist. Ooh. Push back the turn meter on her. We'll get counterattack, but she'll have that ability to cooldown reset for killing off the clone trooper there. Okay. You should die off, but since you're a medic, I don't want to take any chances with you. I'll get a counterattack. That's why it's nice when Zombie is taunting while doing these things. Ability block, so that should be fine. Let's go ahead and finish off medic. And consular. Could have saved consular for maybe another free turn down the line. Seeing as how we're trying to get through this. Let's not take too many chances. So here I can do some counterattacks. I don't care if B2 goes down. Beef cop. Out of the way. Nice. We'll get a stun. No. Shakti should be going down. That'll give Vader the turn meter needed to start next phase. Alright, so we got a Mace Windu team. I'm fine with it. This is not bad at all. Nice ability blocks getting landed. Have to come around BU. Push back turn meter. Let's get some defense downs on the field. With healing immunity. It says it inflicts healing immunity. I know there's a chance, but again, so freaking high on the tenacity and health pool in this game mode. Counterattack. Poor Zombie never gets a chance to take a turn. Yeah, take out the damage dealer and start a whole new round. Save you. Actually, I might be able to get away taking her out. Focus down on you a little bit and done. So who needs to build a block? Nobody? Steady as she goes. Yeah, counterattack. Oh, alright, I'll take that. Won't be able to get our Merciless Massacre up again in time. But we can finish off, get a free turn. Push back turn meter again. Very methodical. Very methodical. The more you do these battles, the more I think you'll get a sense of the flow on who does what. Gotta be careful of that. This doesn't cleanse, does it? No. Can we stun? No. Ah, thank you. Thank you so much. Nice, glorious person. Get some more dots on you. Build it one. Alright. So we're getting lucky with the whole Maze Windu jumping around. I don't know if... I mean, Shatterpoint would just kill him off. I don't think... I would imagine they can come back. We have not used any of the zombie revives. So that would have been a good opportunity to try out to see what happens. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. There we go. Well done, team. Made me proud. Don't think we'll be getting around to the second combat mission here, just with how limited our roster is. So we'll go in with the droids. Hope for the best. Grievous and B1 are Relic 5. Everyone else is Gear 12 with a little extra. I really want to take care of that. I'm not too worried about damage from medic, so yeah, let's go ahead and send in. Keep Magna Guard up a little bit. Can we stun Arc Trooper? Stun Arc Trooper. Ooh, take him out? I'm fine with taking him out. That's it. Good medic. I think we should be fine on that. Call in Grievous for the damage. Build up Grievous's max health, which I do believe does carry over between rounds. Keep focusing on Magna Guard's health. Well done. Round 2. Nothing too bad here, so medic would be my priority, probably sergeant. Clone commander can be annoying. So in terms of orders, that's how I would approach this. Top off, let's go ahead and heal up B2 a little bit. Nobody needs to be dispelled, although a tenacity down could be useful. There we go. Keep healing up Magna Guard. Typically I'll see this team make it through all the way until phase 4, and that's when things begin to break down. Sometimes Magna Guard will go down near the end of phase 3. That's usually with like a Mace Windu landing shadow points. Does he do that? He does not. Okay, yeah, that's right. Don't throw Django in here. You can't because it's droid, but still. Sharpshooter. Once again, you're at the top of the kill list. Call in Grievous. Grievous again. Getting some hits there. Don't want to heal you though. I actually do want you to die off. This could be a mistake, but I am also saving for phase 4 once again. Get a counterattack. Alright. Mace Windu's the biggest threat here. Call in Grievous. Grievous again. Shakti. Yikes. Alright. This could be bad. Can we stun? We need to stun Shakti. Maybe we can focus down on Shakti since we have all the droids here now. We had some staggers, not anymore, I guess. Move the Retribution. Just keep going all in and hope it takes off casualties. So we took care of the medic, that's huge. Call in Grievous to assist. This is just straight up power brute force our way through this. Yeah, that grenade. Get more max HP, get more AoE. Keep B2 alive, please. We need him. This is actually working out better than I thought. Focusing down on Shakti. Who knew? All those AoEs were just enough to take out everyone else. And the super battle droid managed to live through it all. My hope was that with the health being so low, that droid would just go down and trigger Grievous. I don't know if it does. It should. Right? Alright, so here we are. We're not going to get very far. This much is clearly going to be the case. We don't have Disintegrate because we can't use Mando. But let me use this as an opportunity to show why you should always try and do combat missions. I reiterated this in an earlier video for territorial battles, but it is so important. I could throw in Dengar, I guess, prevent people from going under stealth. Daka for potential revives. Why not? She can stun. If we can even just get past one one. Let's get a taunt going. Let's get her under no stealth, because we don't want stealth, apparently. Focus down on medic. I know we got a, thank you. Arc Trooper, let's get some ability blocks on the field. We could also try to trigger contracts. Okay. Stun? Why would you stun? Doctor's gone. Are we even going to be able to do anything? Okay. Probably won't actually win this. And that's okay. Because it's the what if, and I also got another good factory usage for a achievement feat system elsewhere in the game. But that was great, because trying out a different team composition, you never know. Even if we can get through one phase, one round, that would be huge, because then you're already sometimes multiplying the GP amount by 2 to 3 times. So at the very worst, I am still contributing, because I sent that team in 80,000. If I was able to finish that first round, it would have been probably close to 250,000 or 340,000 a year. And that's a lot. Every little bit helps. You can see we're making good progress towards in the first star. So always, always, always try doing combat missions, even if it's just like all gear 9. I didn't think my troopers could do it. And I know they're troopers and Piet and all that stuff, but gear 9 troopers were still carrying me through every single phase. And if I had just left them on the back burner, not even to give them a chance, never would have known that they could clear all 4 phases. You might actually find like your own little exploits getting through using like the team synergies that are existent. So I cannot say this enough. Always try to do combat missions. Unless your officers post orders otherwise, you're only hurting the guild by not trying. So orders say to deploy. Right? Let me just double check. Let me double check the orders here. Focus, deploy to 1 star, then deploy bottom. Interesting. That makes sense. You're almost like a 2nd star. And getting 2 stars on this is just a lot. There we go. Now on to fleets. Oh boy. I do wish I had my malevolence at a high enough star level. We'll save the Houndstooth. And this is the one where we kind of have to go all in. So, except for Houndstooth. Houndstooth stays. And not really any point to doing anything other than this. This is close to my old fleet arena setup. And it's Negotiator. Of course it's Negotiator. So it could be Endurance, it could be Negotiator. This is twice in a row where this mission where it ended up being Negotiator for me. You're gonna take a turn, split that map days. Oh my god. Alright, well, no point in doing a swarm. There's no point to doing that either. Goodbye, sun's back. No. Alright. Let's get another tank in here, shall we? I'd like... Oh no. We were supposed to wait. I was supposed to wait on that too. See, if we had waited one more turn before doing that, we could have gotten the other reinforcement. We could have cleansed all of of that as well. I don't think Spy is going to live long enough. Okay. See, that was a good call. Doing the extra damage, that was a good call. Let's go for the other DPS ship here. You're not going to get the turn meter bonus. But so far we're doing surprisingly well. This could turn on a dime, but this is good. This is a spot you want to be. Down to one ship before they have their next reinforcement. And the benefit to using the Tarkin lead ship is if you have a lot of your ships go down pretty early on, like I did, you're still getting turn meters for that. So, as unfortunate as it is, that's extra turn meter nice, and killing their units gives you turn meters. So it's a win-win all around. Someone can take a turn. So go after you. Perfect. Give everyone turn meter. Take it out. Take it out. Go. Perfect. That was probably one of the smoother experiences, if I'm being honest. Whew. Alright. So that's down. That's one negotiator. I don't typically see negotiators on both zones. So here's a risky. I recently geared up TIE Fighter pilot just for this purpose. And for my defensive fleet in GAC. I believe that's gonna happen next round of GACs. But it's only a 30,000 power ship. Send it in. Wait, who did I choose? It was Thrawn. It was Thrawn. I was worried for a second. This works really well with Thrawn. My Thrawn's like gear 8, gear 9 at 5 stars. Okay, we get the 4. That's right, this is endurance. Okay, well with endurance it's not too bad. And nope. Let's heal up. This could be risky, but I like keeping him alive for like an extra hit, maybe 2. Unfortunate they didn't have any AoEs, so I can utilize that foresight. The magic of the endurance. Just jumping around with that taunt. Yeah, we really need to have more cannon fodder on the field. I can hit that one a little bit more before endurance heals it up. Another taunting tank. Never ends with these tanks. So that's next turn we'll lose the taunt. And let's go ahead and get that foresight up again. Push back turn meter just a little bit. I really don't know if it does much with TB. I don't seem to notice a lot of turn meter push. The ability is leveled up as high as it can go, where I'm at, but probably should not have counted. Yeah, no, we need hounds too for this to work. Alright, well, that was my bad. I was focused on other things. So we needed Houndtooth for this to work. Keep Houndtooth alive at all costs. It doesn't matter how long this battle goes, you'll be able to just nuke everything out of oblivion. Because eventually you'll have the damage controllers, like these guys, cut down. This is all wrong. Alright, well, kind of don't want to waste it on you. I want to use it on that 5, but let's heal up. Xanadu Blood with its 7 pips of health. Get foresight. See this? Yeah. So, the overall strategy there was keep Houndtooth alive, and eventually you'll get the damage units out, the what are they called? E-wings? I think they're called E-wings. You get the E-wings out of there, or K-wings, W-wings, whatever the fighters were. And then if you can try to take those out soonish, then it should be game set match. Houndstooth, you can just set it auto, and then what it is, they just constantly try and like do little tiny little damages against the Houndstooth. And you just wait for that ultimate of Thrawn to go through and nuke every ship. So that was my mistake. But also a lesson for me to realize what's going on, to pay more attention to what's going on. I did not realize Houndstooth was so low on health, and my muscle memory wanted to push the taunt ability. So that's alright. We should be able to get 2 stars, regardless. And if not, we'll still end up with, I think, 12 stars overall. And that is the territory battle overview. There you have it. There's the territory battle for 4th phase. I focused on 4th phase because I figured, why not show off like my minimum requirements for the Watt mission. I'm sure you can do it with gear 11s, but the higher the gear, the less RNG comes into play, and you can just have more consistency with your game style. So, hope you find that useful. Thanks for watching, and as always, please take care.